That felt like that had a homing missile right on it. Get fucking that cow looking thing. Jesus. What's going on, Antonio? She's over there? She is over there. Hey, listen, that is a moose. No, my moose! Put out the fire! Oh. Well, we're gonna have some moose tacos later on. Geo, look what you did, chat. Now Geo's picking out on food because they're freezing. Oh, never's been real nice. What's this? Oh, right, this part over here. Okay. I call this the room with hard drugs because it's the room with hard drugs. Thank you, Coda, for the love enhancer. We'll pick that up. Put it to use. All right, we have 6 more bedrooms. Nice. Allow me to make some beds. No, I can make hospital beds now. Nice. Okay, cool. Are these the best bedrooms? No, but they'll do. Ooh, Rosa, thank you for the lavish meals. We eating well today. Welcome aboard, Cyrilia. Let me see. Okay, that Musto. I can't. Mimi. I need the Canadians to come here and handle this. Look away. No, you're gonna kill it. Distress bleeding. Oh, it's about to start bleeding, alright. No, Mimi, do it faster! Thank you. But look, no, don't look at the dead moose. Look at the little snowman. Look at them. Look at how cute they are. Someone do something. Look at the cute little snowman. Yeah, it's just a silly little guy. Alright, I'm not going to make a gold and silver hospital bed. We're going to make regular hospital beds. We're going to make regular beds over here. Get people indoors. It is 7C here. Okay. Okay. Rudy, I'm sorry. Look, listen. Rudy, get your ass to the hospital. Stop trying to put out the lava. Alright, Cyrilia, you're a little imp. Look at you. Little impy-chan. You're nimble, industrious, and steadfast, just like real life. You grew up as a tribe child, and now you're very good at shooting. You're even better at meleeing. You're good at plants, but you don't want to work with them, and you're good at animals, but your skill is 0. There you go. Meg beat down the moose, she did. She poked it to death. She's like, not in my RimWorld. That snowman witnessed moose murder and did nothing. Well, they don't have a mouth. They would scream, but they have no mouth. You have cub and Cyrilia coats. Okay. They are pretty naked. It's true. Though, if those pawns die, that just means I don't have to look after them. What? I'm joking. Oh, Smoothie the wolf. No. I guess you're okay? Are saying Frosty isn't real? Listen, Frosty's right there. You just can't scream. So on Mr. Buster, what good is a phone call, Mr. Anderson, when you have no mouth to speak, literally in the Matrix? I think that tornado blew up my pipes, is the problem here. No, fucked up my pipes. What good are these hidden pipes if a tornado can get to them? Okay, and power. What about my power? Meow indeed, I agree. Alright, so what's up with the power grid? Why are we lacking power? We have 2. Oh, we can connect these 2 geothermal, so that's something at least. Okay, so, okay, Chat launched its lava all over the map. Thanks, chat. Oh no, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. As soon as we get this up and running again, they'll be happy and content. I'll make some hospital beds as well. A hospital bed, steel, yes. Thank you for the parkas, Cub. Let's get you. Ooh, that's a good parka too, Cub. There you go. Cerelia, you also get a good. That's a good parka. Medic, thank you for yet another bear. And another sentience catalyst. If I were a polar bear, where would I be? If I were right there. Just hanging out with the anomalies. Thank you for the animal beds. Medic. I don't know that I have anywhere to put them, but there is only so much space for now. Put those there. Lava is hot. Lava is hot. But is it sick? Greek goddess, hi Jay. A pastor took pity. Disgusting base. Thanks, chat. My base was pretty filthy. It was. Thank you for. Was it the large swaths of blood here in the hospital? Was that the issue? So in space laser? No, not that kind of space. Thank you though. I appreciate the offer. And the moose blood. It's okay. The mooses. We were absorbing the moose's power. We will become the moose. I don't know what that means. All right. The pawns are getting to it. As soon as we get our pipes going here. Something is drawing a lot of power. I'm guessing it might be the 10 turrets over here. I don't know. I need Astacon. Astacon, what was that windmill mod you got? Because I feel like I might need that. I feel like I might need it. Alright, let's get these rocks out of here. That's for vanilla factions, expanded settlers. Gotcha. Okay, look, listen, we're fine. Got a little fucking windy, but we're fine. We're okay. Who's got hypothermia? Fraggle. Is it because Fraggle's just out there in a cowboy hat? Surely that's not it. That can't be it. I'm sure that's not it. Alright, we're going to start reinforcing weak, but it doesn't need components. I mean, it's pretty great. Considering, you know, how normal windmills work. Oh, I didn't finish this over here. Interesting. We should probably get all that steeled out. We did expand beta and our exchange laboratory for ESL, sorry, the lab and robot and research facilities. Damn, it's negative 10, right? It's the lack of walls here. This is considered outdoors, right? Yeah. The Borg themselves. Thank you for the orbital mech cluster. I'm never using that medic. How dare you? Orbital mech cluster summons just a bunch of machines to come and fuck you up. Thank you though. Nami, welcome aboard, Nami Mami. Happy Friday. You're super immune, a cannibal, and a fast walker. I've met Nami in real life, so I can confirm that's just her in real life. So that's how that works. She survived the apocalypse, and now she's a cave world illuminator. She's very good at shooting. She's very good at mining. Welcome aboard, Nami. Alright, let's go through these jobs. You can't be doctors. You all can definitely not be cooks. Cooking is the realm of Ever Baba and Tuna Hands. I'm about to mess some people up. She is. It's because of your tallness and long ass legs. It's true. It's being 10 feet tall. It has that effect. All right, so I need to get rid of these animal bones. Cremated corpses do forever. That's not what I need. Details. Animal corpses, not fresh. There's a problem here. See, you can see these skulls right here, these skeletons. We don't want these skeletons in here. I think that raccoon might be desiccated though, I gotta be honest. No, it's frozen solid, it's fine. Okay, listen, we got a hospital wing. It's going. What's wrong with Iruri? Iruri, tell me. Oh, you got your ass beat. That's not even. Okay, Iruri is in slight pain. Smoosher, come over here real quick, son. I need you to grab one of these. Is this what I think it is? Oh, there was 3 of them down south, weren't there? Yeah, they're right there. Listen, it's okay. After tornado, we jam. Thank you, Ashley, for the Architect legs. We can actually get those installed right now. I swear to God, I can see there you are. Oh, you have bad eyes, Ashley, and you have a frail torso, and you have bad hygiene. I mean, that's just because you haven't repaired the things. Your eyeballs, they've seen better days. You know how to fix this issue? Okay. I'm open to this. What's this? Thank you, thank you for the beer. Oh, it wasn't the beer. I thought it was the beer. I thought the beer was the fix. I think so, Ash. I think you just gotten there over time. You're 74 years old. You know, what is age? Well, beer fixes things. Can I have beer goggles at this point? But yeah, you got 2 cataracts and frailty. All right, animals. Kailasa. Out. Okay. Well, we're doing okay. We're getting through the winter okay so far. We just got blasted by all these limestone. Max and Flynn are finishing that off, so that's nice. Let's expand our potato zone to where it was before. You know, the great meteorite incident of 2026 happened again. But I think we are good to start doing the summoning rituals to force the void to react to us. So we'll start with that. Not me messing people up, but better drink a beer. They are taking a very long time to do this. Alright, I'll leave them to it. We are going to have to prepare for more holding stations. What is going on here? So we have power, so that's not the issue. Oh, sun. Sorry, I just noticed what's missing. My gigantic water. I almost said water jugs. My water gallons. Gallons? My water containers. Son of a bitch. Fucking tornado. Thanks, chat. Appreciate that. Antonio, how are you doing? Antonio might need a little bit of food soon. Alright, Ashley. Wait, should Xeris be doing surgeries? I don't think Xeris should be doing surgeries. Never mind, Xeris is skill 17. Xeris can be doing surgeries. Okay, you're in good company. Plus age and treachery beats youth and enthusiasm. I like how Kawi's crab is sneaking into Everbaba's room. That cold snap do be pretty cold, by the way. Alright, let's get through this. We also need to start finishing up structuring this. Listen, they want their ponds to be pretty. Oh, so pretty. So we'll carve that out. And then we'll redo all of this. And then we have to do all this. So let's see, we did 1, 2, 3, and then that's immediately all the way across. Okay. How far across is this? This is 13 across. Okay, so if I'm looking at that correctly, which I'm not because it's, you know, upside down. Okay, we can do that there. And then that should segue to 5 by 5 bedrooms back to back. Which will give us 5 more bedrooms. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. And then it's 2 wide. Okay. That's the initial one there. And then up here, I guess. What's going on, Jerick? So how many times has everyone died since I last joined for rimming? We did go through about 4 colonies in a month. So, Jerick, depending on when that is, we lost 2 to planet killers, then we lost 1 to devourers. And this one is on this one's sort of teetering a little bit, but it's still standing. It's still trying its best. So yeah, it's not too bad. As for how many deaths there have been, yeah. But that's okay. What is a little death amongst your rimming pals? I was thinking, Dirk, how was your Friday? Okay, the great work. That'll work out there. So I think I was around for after the second planet killer incident. Hello, Alistair. Welcome on in. More than one? Yeah. Yeah. In my defense, though, it's RimWorld. So, you know. Oopsies happen all the time. Antonio is wandering around. I need to just get a food source for him. It is now in a work frenzy for the next 8 days. We love to see it. We also want to remove this here. I'm just trying to find the weak points for this. That way we can actually head stuff off here. Whose minigun is that? That's a normal quality minigun. Who is Rosa? Your hemogen is very low and your death rest is almost done. We can wake you up now. Waking Rosa before 3 days has passed will interrupt her death rest, leaving her sick for days until she recovers. Waking early means Rosa will not benefit from any death rest buildings. She has been death resting for 1.6. Oh, okay, so we'll leave you there. Predictions up. If you want to predict and vote on the balling, Mimi has dunked balls 2 weeks in a row, so that means she only has 8 throws at the thing. Yeah, and then I refunded them the points immediately afterwards. I need to take away the ball redemption. I really do. What's going on, Dittrick? That's good defense, thank you. I thought so. What's going on, Dittrick? How's it going? Alright, so we need to get our big water tanks going there. What do I want to do here? You know, actually, I kind of like this here. If I build back here, I can sneak in another work area for Beta. And I mean, granted, that isn't Beta's laboratory. Beta's laboratory is down here. As you can see, nice. Arxane has a bot ready to go. Arxane. Oh, that's Cherulia's. Okay, Cherulia, come here and get your shit. Where's Cherulia at? Thank you for the 8 geese, Derek. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for the locust armor. Poppy, let's get you that gear because, ooh, it's good gear too. Armor like this will work around the weather. It don't care. It keeps you nice and regulated, I believe. And the helmet, let's go. Very nice. Okay, slowly making progress. I've been summoned. Yes, your robot's ready to go. 1 robot for you. But yeah, no, I need to set up pet doubters. Listen, the Balti is gonna be, again, it's the usual mug of tea. We have 80,000 points versus 93,000 points, somewhat close. I don't know what to do with that. It's your robot. You get it's. What kind of robot did you get, Cherulia? Let's see, Cherulia. Where are you? Your robot is a clean sweeper. It is out there cleaning, keeping the colony nice and neat. Good job. The problem with those kinds of robots is that they create toxic waste, which you kind of don't want in your colony. It's kind of a bad thing. But we can... No, babe, don't eat the toxic waste. It's bad for you. But yeah, we're slowly removing all the rubble. Trying to get these bedrooms to a good place. How our colonists are happy. Thank you for the human meat district. I really listen. I have a starving ghoul, so thank you for that. They love the flesh of man. All right, well, not to repair the floor here because remove foundation. No, remove floor. Yes, because chat made a mess. Can't believe chat's out here making messes. Thank you for the chess table. Does that vibe with the giant poker table, or is it already taking up the thingy? Need recreation variety. Solitary relaxation, social interactions, cerebral play, poker table, chemical consumption, dexterity play. Television watching, telescope study. Telescope study, that's the only one we can do. Did Anna, do you have to study how to make a telescope? Is that under research? Let's wait 30 seconds. Telescope you have to buy. Oh, it's bought from vendors. Okay. Thank you for the armchairs. I'm sure we'll make some use of those for sure. Thank you, Sandra. A camel hide chair, only the finest. You got one there. You got one there. Oh, that's right. Right. So okay. Well, got it. But we're doing okay. Obviously, building under the mountain kind of takes a lot of work. Just because we're under a mountain. All right. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Sander. You know what? The snowman desires to look up into the stars. Alright, we'll add that there. That's a lot of compacted machinery. Our people are a little busy, so that's good. Give me something to do. Thanks to a high mood, Flindorn has experienced an inspiration. Inspirational does for see. They are inspired to make art. Alright, now that we have our water tanks back, people can start using the bathrooms. And maybe start to feel a little bit better. But yeah, I need a spot where I can just look how many fucking meteors there are. I'm gonna have to go through and mine every single one of these out. I mean, it's raw materials, I'm not mad. Alright, Ashley's getting those back. Slowly repairing. Nature is healing. The volcanic debris is slowly going away. Free lumber, thank you. Okay, power is slowly coming back up. But yeah, I need to create more power. Obviously, I don't think... Also, I need to start creating defenses here. In case of, you know, attack by thingies. It's not quite the 1,000 death traps that we had here, but we do need to start putting effort into our security besides bombs. Giant bombs. The giant bombs are good. All right. That's fine there. Hola Zemri, happy Friday. Thousands of spike traps. Yeah, I was thinking maybe this weekend I'm gonna do a solo playthrough of RimWorld itself and just practice my defenses and all that at building things like that. Alright, did they clean out the fridge? They did! Alright, so all the busted corpses are gone. Blocks are being built. The place is slowly coming together. You'd love to see that. Bay sleeping in a bed made of jade. I still don't know why, but I love that for Bay. I was doing something here and I don't know what. I think this is just, yeah, this is supposed to be a bedroom here, so we do that there. And we're going to start actually setting up for the anomaly part. It does take a fair bit of setup when you're playing like this with this many pawns, because I could just summon shamblers and they'll kill everybody. So, Ever Baba has a work frenzy for the next 8 days. Thank you for the ID anti-green warheads medic. Medic, you know the way to my heart. Massive fucking explosions. Wait, that's a little bit closer. If I put it there, that endangers the animals. What if I put it on this side? Like, it can't blow up this thing, right? This is the core of the thing. There's no way it would blow up that thing. You're feeling green? Alright, let's get the... Wait, somebody sent me books? That's a lot of something. What the fuck is that? Blood torches. Thank you. Where'd my big bombs go? Thank you, Sander, for the bookcase. Does the bookcase go in the same room as this? No, you want to go with this, right? You want it to go with your research, not the other things. Okay, we're good there. Thank you for the 5 books as well, Sander. Thank you for the blood torches, Medic. Love me a good blood torch. Alright, we'll put this here. Varsity with the shooting frenzy. Love that. Good stuff. I mean, the colonists are happy. Like, they wouldn't be out there getting the bonuses if they weren't, you know, mildly content. I'm gonna put this one over here just in case. No, they really can't. I mean, they came from down up here, right? And so they can't really. They can go all the way around over there. But if I put one like right here. Do I need any more Arco parts? Let me see, Bay. Where are you? Bay, there go. You only have 1 leg. That is a yes. Unless you send me more parts. Let me know if you did. What's going on, Army? Any more coins to send in the perfect colonist? I will turn you into a ghoul. Scoff, thank you for the legs. Appreciate that. 2 more Archotech legs. I meant to do a thing. How do I make a zone where I prohibit anybody going through it? How's Mimi on the Archotech front of things? She got legs, a heart, and a flesh whip. Bae, I can give you those 2 legs if you want. You'll be zooming. You don't have a hat though. You have a cowboy hat, but you don't have, like, you know. You can't. You have to set where they're allowed and set the area to not. Gotcha. So it's like one of those inverted zones. Thank you for the leg, Bay. We have 3 legs. Let's get you that other leg. Since you have a left leg, let's get you that right leg. So I need a hat. Yeah, you can look at your armor right here. You have Hard Punch Honor and a cloth cowboy hat and a Prestige Recon armor. The prediction is about halfway through. We currently have 300 grand versus 400 grand in regards to believers versus non-believers. You can create a zone but revert it so you allow other except. So here's the thing. I don't want any of my idiots walking through these steel spikes and killing themselves. Again. So that's something to work towards. Okay, we'll allow these to be picked up. Alright, we've got bedrooms there. They'll eventually work on the bedrooms in here. Our power is slowly coming back. Okay, Ever Baba is sleeping. Rudy's still in the hospital. Believe in the chat that believes in cow. Exactly. Alright, so you got all that to go through over there. Alright, let's finish off these bedrooms. Let's finish off these walls.
Today, the FBI released UFO documents stating witnesses saw 3 and 4 foot tall beings exiting their ship. You know what this means? Those dang devious Lalafels are real.
Those Lalas. Lalas are real. Confirmed. Thank you for the biddies, Mage. Enemies luckily can't use your door. Yeah, but they'll just bust through it. I'm not necessarily trying to keep them completely off of entering here. I just want them to die on the way in. That's all. I just want them to just eat shit on the way through here to make it even easier. Is my greater plan. But I also need to set up an area for just how do I want to do that? How do I want to do that? I don't know. I have to think about it. There goes the hat. Is that for Bay? Alright, there you go, Bay. Let's get you your hat. The prestige of it. Alright, so we got Jade there. We have more compacted steel. I'm not gonna have them dig up any of this stuff yet because I want them to work on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32 bedrooms. Okay. That's fine. They generally don't try to break it down as long as they find an open path. Yeah, so as long as I leave this over here with the bombs, I'm guessing once this is set up, they'll just go around it anyway to do that. The NPC parties in 14 do less damage than human beings. Yes, arguable, depends. Generally speaking, yes, they will do less, but also they resolve mechanics in advance so you can see where to go with them. And also you don't deal with people, so... I believe a souped up run with me and my friends will be about 12 to 13 minutes for a dungeon. Just regular DPS will be about 15 to 16 minutes. With NPCs it's usually about 20 minutes or so, 23 minutes. Generally, okay, gotcha. So yeah, it just depends. If you want to go out there and vibe, what if you're looking like to get like the mount, you can't get commendations from NPCs. So there's that. There's also a lot of people in the FC. You can always, who wants to run, and then like I do every single day, I'm like, hey, let's go run our Rolos. Who wants to do an expert? And then no one says they want to run an expert. It's just me and Brady in there. But someone might say yeah. You never know. But yeah, I'm looking to just make a sort of death trap funnel deal. Here with these dudes. That's gold plating. It already has gold plating, so I can't actually add more gold plating. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna set up I'm gonna just clear this out the way because this is where I'm gonna set up my stuff. Also, how's our research going? Machining, right? We're learning machining, and then we're gonna go learn. What do I need? I need the multi-analyzer. That way I can learn to make... I want transport pods. Right, because if I make transport pods, I can just launch all my nuclear waste to my enemy's bases. That's because people, how well, look, listen, I'm just saying, we got good beans. Everybody in FC passes the vibe check. Most people in FC pass the vibe check. Some, on occasion, will pass the vibe check. I'm kidding. They're all good people. Otherwise, I kick them out. Unreal cleared. Very nice, Zara. Good job. How'd you find the fight? Did you enjoy it? I'm in the FC, and I don't pass the... Shut up. Of course you passed the vibe check, Alice, there. How dare you? Some? Uh-huh. It was a fresh party, too. Nice. Was it tight for the clear, or is it just, getting it done? Listen, Shinu's gonna be pretty straightforward. It's not too bad of a fight. One of the moons of this planet has orbited in front of the sun. An eclipse has begun. Fucking Shantoto wrote that? Alright, so I have this opening here. That's not good. Lifter number 2 has been stabbed to death. Excuse me? The spike trap launched... Son of a bitch. It begins... Lifter number 2 hit a trap. You had one job, Lifter. It was a fresh party with deaths. Yeah, gotcha. Alright. Some don't pass the vibe check because they were AFK while the check was performed. That's more than likely the case there. Alright, tuna hands, no issues getting through. Lifter number 2. I don't know who they belong to, but they're fucking dead now. Alamax, good evening. How's it going, homie? Alright, let's do some mining there. Alright, okay, this will be fine. They're starting to do work. And again, we already have one tough spike, so our research of the void is progressing. A bit at a time, but it is making progress. Against my better judgment, I'm going to add more security here in steel traps. And hopefully to filter them down this lane here, they'll avoid the steel traps and just get fucking blasted. Formidable, more like for me to kill? Wow. Wow. Alright, ad break ends in 2 minutes. Once the ad break ends, we will get going with the balloning for the week. And thank you again for your contributions. Put a door every other segment so that your pawns can pass through. That's actually a good idea. You mean like along here, along the top? Oh, machining, nice. Alright, research. Biofuel refining. And then that'll let us make transport pods. Yeah. I was a bit late on predictions, so it's another 7-8 minutes. Can you wrap it up early? I don't know if that's the thing mechanically or not. You think I would know. It's weird how when the raid loot unlocks, it is impossible to get anything because everyone rolls on everything. It's weird. 24 people all rolling for things they can trade. You're capped on tomes. Congratulations. Nerd. Alright, ritual spot. Let's start summoning anomalies. Down here, in this lovely little forested area, we're gonna summon the void. Alright, zones. Roof area again. Kind of need a roof. And those bedrooms are completely exposed. That's not good. It's not what we want for our people. We want them to be snug as a bug. Alright, let's clean it up a little bit. Okay, nice. Okay, well, no, we're fine. Wait a minute. Oh. Alright, this is off. What's so weird about it? It's just, don't worry about it. Look at Cowie's crab inspecting. Always. That fucking crab. Every single time I see it. I'm kept on something, but I don't know what they are for or how to spend them. Poetics, more than likely. Poetics are a currency you can spend usually at any port-in for any expansions hub. So like if you're like level 60, you can port into Ishgard, and there should be a vendor there, or in Idleshire, that'll let you buy the highest tier gear for that expansion. So if you're in Heavensward and you're level 60 and you have access to those cities, then you can get like level 270 gear. So that way you're blasting through the expansion because you're higher level. It gets easier in other zones, like whenever you get to Shadowbringers, there's an NPC right in that one city. The crystals. What's the city of the crystals called? The Crystarium? That city. There's a vendor right there. They added new vendors at each port-in, so you can just grab stuff. If you're still in ARR, there's a vendor in Mordona. But there should be one in Idleshire as well. If you've gone that far, Ralgar's Reach in Stormblood. Shadowbringers has it in the other city. No, there's literally a Rowena NPC at the port in for the Crystarium that has everything. Everything. You can go to Yulmore if you want to buy stuff specifically there from the vendors. But they did add those Rowena NPCs that just fucking carry every single piece of gear up to that point. Right, whose minigun is this? Who needs a minigun? Mimi, she's got her stabby. Why is Rosa getting surgery? What the shit? Oh, her right arm and legs, and her leg got burned off. No, her nose! Well, Scott sent me legs, so we can give her architect legs. Jesus. Did you do her? I think at the end of last session, there may have been explosives involved, and chat throwing lava at us. Look, I can only do so much. Alright, Rudy can melee and shoot. Bay's got a minigun. Who out shooting with Bay? Zemi's got a shotgun. Varsity's got a shotgun. Gio's got a sniper rifle. Bowmage has the grazer. Everbaba is a wizard. Beta is Mechanitor. Flynn can really shoot. He doesn't have a gun. Alright, Flynn, congrats. You have that minigun. Let's go, husbando. Looks like she did a slideshow Bob with the landmines. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't landmines, but she absolutely got blasted by something. I don't know what. Oopsies. We categorize that under oopsies. Alright, they're starting to build bedrooms. Love that. Alright. It's not too... We have enough heaters here that thankfully it's not, you know... The bitter negative 19 degrees outside isn't doing much to us. I think I'm gonna... As much as I love these, I think I'm gonna turn them into raw lumber. Alright, our defenses here are set. We can start summoning the void there. We have some traps here. We have some defenses here. We're eventually going to add something here as well for traps and like a zigzag death trap thing. So that way they have to try and come through here and then create the inverted zone to keep them from coming, keep my pawns from going through there, and hopefully they'll just come up through here. Which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, who's summoning the void? Void provocation. Who is the invoker? I mean, you know what, Wolfie? No, everybody's asleep. Alright, we'll summon the void afterwards. For the adventurous army, I bring the void to you. Alright, Wolfie, you're gonna be in charge. Don't mess it up. I bought Tome Gear, didn't unlock in Shadowbringers until later. I don't know if I looked hard at all though. Since you bought level 770 for Dragoon. I mean, it unlocks once you hit level 8. Well, it's not about levels, it's about finishing the MSQ, right? So you need to get the MSQ to level 80. Once you finish Shadowbringers the quest, it unlocks those vendors. Once you finish Stormblood the quest, you get the Stormblood vendors, so on and so forth. So you just got to go through the different tiers to get that unlocked. So it's not necessarily your level so much as the MSQ level. What's going on, Allie? Happy Friday. 14 talk. I don't shut up about 14. Alice, they're about to queue up for a dungeon, so we're just going over how the systems work in 14 for gear, because got to get that gear. Well, come on in. Again, happy Friday. Hopefully everything for the week is sorted. You can enjoy your weekend. You're streaming tomorrow, right? Or is it Sunday? I forgot. I'm bad with schedules. Alright, so we're slowly starting to build up here. There goes that. We also need to run power through here. Both actually nice. Uh-oh. Alright, so it's balling time. You might be asking, but Solu, what's the balling? Every Friday when somebody subs, resubs, bits, all that good stuff, they get to choose whether I get shot with the Nerf gun. My Nerf gun's still busted. Remember like 3 months ago when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fix that this weekend, and then I did nothing? So since we don't have a working Nerf gun, Cowie's gonna get a handful of Nerf balls and just throw them at me. It's right there. We don't pause our RimWorld here, so the colony keeps going. Whatever happens, happens while we're doing this. But you also get big solo. I'm upset that the MSQ went to Limbs. Are you still in ARR, Alistair? Are you sir? Wee! Wow, holy shit, that orange light is not doing me any favors. Jesus. That's a little bit better. You're still waiting for you to invite you over so I can bring you stuff. Where, like here to the house or to thing? Another 14 player. Most of our community is based out of 14. It's where I started off. I've been moderating in the 14 community for like a decade. Fucking old. What was that? Like a new Prometheus? Yeah. Well, it's May in Nova Scotia, so the weather's starting to get a little bit better. All right, here we go. Mimis, do your. If I swear to God, if I'm wearing my tee by the end of this, ma'am, 1. You have 7 more. 2. Good luck, believers and doubters. That's 3. It sure would be a shame. Why are you so more accurate this week? The previous week you were just all over the place. That's 4. Okay, that doesn't hit me in the belly button though. That felt personal. That one doesn't even count. That's 5. Oh, that bounced right off. That's 6. Nope. That's on throw number 7. Thank you. It wasn't too bad this time. You didn't throw it with, at full force right into my goddamn tee. All right, well, thank you again, everybody. Get destroyed? No, get wet. I'm very moist right now. Get off me! Fucking Nerf ball. Who came up with this? It was me. Well, technically it was Simric and then Ash who leaned into it. But soon Ash. Weather's starting to clear up a little bit, so. And we're not, stuck indoors all day long with the cold. Today was a high. I mean, it said it was like 14, but it felt more like. Mimi's down to 7, and she's taking a step back next week, by the way. It's going to keep the scalp hydrated. It's true, but not with tea, ideally. Smoke that Baldo. Wow. Wow. You're in Asia. Okay, so you're in the Far East in Stormblood. Okay. Yeah, so there should be a vendor in Kugane, Alistair, that has gear for you. No, because you only just got there. So yeah, you can go to Idleshire and get gear in Idleshire that'll get you through Stormblood. You can get a weapon, you can get a bunch of full left side, full right side. You won't be able to get it all with your 2000 Poetics, but you will be able to get at least the basic gear to get your eye level higher. But yeah, Ali, almost everybody in the community here, not everybody obviously, most people do play 14, so there's always 14 talk, but I'm excited for your stream tomorrow. Gonna be playing some game through Endwalker. I think you left off when the boys went through the teleportation and it didn't go too well for them. But yeah, go follow Ali RPG. Now it's so funny, Istinian isn't beating those allegations of being a himbo. He's just not. He's just like, Jesus Christ. He's so bad. He's really bad with money. Alright, let's clear this out the way and then we'll build up here and seal this off properly. Because bigger bonk equals faster questing. It's true. It's true. It does actually help a lot. So it literally got you into 14. I do spread the word of it comes to 2 things in Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 14 and Thailanders. Because Thailanders. Alright, everybody needs doors. They need privacy for their rooms. They get upset when people walk by the room and they can just look in. Let's see. You missed a bony, but I'm happy to see you have more tacos. Yeah, Mimi's getting nerfed next week, medic. She did good. 2 weeks in a row now. After a drought. What do we have here? Alright, so Rosa's awake. Rosa, why are so many people in the hospital? Are they sick? Why do they have gut worms? Oh, diseased gut worms. That's unfortunate. 11 of your colonists have gotten sick from gut worms. Ensure you have a medical bed and a doctor. Make sure that they get proper treatment. And spend as much time the following tests. That doesn't sound good. I gotta be honest. Gut worms? Yeah, that sounds pretty terrible. Who's starving? Alright, Arxane's eating, so that's good. Duke, thank you for the IED traps. Who doesn't love a good IED trap whenever you're summoning the void? It is daytime, so once we get these traps down, we will provoke the void. We're still early on, so we're not going to get anything excessive in regards to anomalies, so that's good. We can deal with them. And our defenses are in a good enough position that we won't have to worry too much about these dudes for now. Got that there, got that there. Alright, Wolfie wants to summon the void himself. Let's go. What's the worst that can happen? The colonists have worms? Oh no. You know, in an anomaly colony, it kind of... Alright, Trevor, look at your hat. In an anomaly colony, whenever they have any kind of issue like that, it's always like, oh no. Who's gonna break? Why is Mimi gonna break? Mimi, what's wrong? Why are you upset? Oh, your gut worms? And you have malnutrition. Alright, okay, so we need to make more hospital beds. Who are our doctors? With a skill of 10? Sure. We don't want Rosa being operated on though. Well, she has one architect leg, so that's good. Still though, it's not a metal horror, so gut worms is just a disease of some kind. You found the lady? Thank you. Nice. Yeah, the weapon does a lot of work for you. Should be able to get a 270, 275 weapon. And then you can just get your gear as you normally would. I'm also going to need a spot for my rockets. I guess you can set it up over here. No. We can set up our rockets out here. That's marble. We need more marble. Your white mage, so it has little to no effect. No, it'll help out. It'll help you push your 2 buttons faster. Thank you for the Parka's bow mage. Do people have gear? So you've already got a parka there. The Smoosher has a parka as well. Cerulia has a parka. Alright, so I think they're covered pretty decently. Gio has a parka. Antonio is well fed. Alright. Let's provoke the void. Wolfie, if you pass out, you don't get to do provoke the void anymore. Let's put Cerulia, Cub, Boomstells, Arxane, and Bay. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we get. Stone 4, Stone 4, Stone 4. Yes, but stronger Stone 4. And then eventually you can throw an ass eyes in there. And then... yeah, they need to work on healers. They need to give them a better kit. They may with Evercold. I hear no slander. I will blast you. Well, spoilers. Listen, you're a white mage. You get ass eyes. You get to just unleash AoEs on dudes. Which means you have Holy, right? No 15 spells, none of which are used in the MSQ at any point. Yeah. Okay. You can keep the NPC tank up. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not meant to be super difficult. They have eased up on that a little bit, and that's fine. There's plenty of difficult content coming ahead. You want a laser eye beam? I don't know where that would come from. I primarily play a white mage or astrologian in PvP. So I know kinda what's coming with the evolved iterations of the rotations, since it's roughly, not completely, but somewhat based off of that. You still only get 2 buttons. Alright, we will provoke the void. Wolfie has finished performing the void provocation ritual, sending out a psychic pulse that will attract entities. Prepare for what comes next. Is Beta here? I don't know, he was here earlier, I'm not sure. Alright, Varsity, orale, thank you for the skill trainers. Right now you are ready to shoot some fools. Let's get you your thing. What's up, Asticon? Architect legs for Wolfie. Remember the 100 plus IEDs I had on your... Yes, what happened? Did they get... did somebody set them off? I just broke a 40-man siege after they strolled into your minefield. Beautiful. You love to see it. Alright, so they're still building here. Who needs warm clothes? At least 3 of your colonists will still lack warm clothes when the cold season comes. Who? Rosa has a park. I mean, they all have their parkas on, so they should be okay. You know, Siege first comes into the map and they just sort of mosey on in. Yeah. Okay, so we don't know what's going to come. It is randomized as to what we're summoning. Let's expand the zone here, over there. Expand this zone there. Thank you for the heaters, Duke. We'll see about that. Ashley's not having a good day, unfortunately. It's not necessarily going to be something super severe. I see Death Paw, okay. A death gray cloud has descended on the area. The cloud is made of microscopic self-powered archites created by some unknown superintelligence. Where they land on dead flesh, they will enter the body and reanimate it to create a twisted imitation of life. The dead will rise. Burn, bury, destroy, or move corpses indoors to prevent them from resurrecting. Alright, this is one of those that checks how good I've been with regards to corpse retrieval and not allowing them to exist out here. I missed one right there. Who is this? This is... It's a Shambler. Oh, what? Excuse me? Shambler pack? Yeah, that raccoon's gonna get up as well, as is this guy, so unfortunate there. That corpse is gonna get up as well, so... Oh, these 2 dudes are already up, okay. We're gonna cancel everything out here. They will eventually just go away, so we don't have to worry too much about them. Oh no, the raccoon! And has someone been gifting corpses? Yeah, the game itself, Varsity, but I've been burning them. I have a means of deconstructing bodies. So it's fine, it'll be okay. Even if we get some of these guys shambling over here, it won't be too much of a problem. We'll leave this. I mean, this area should be fine. I don't see any corpses here. That's a shambler squirrel, isn't it? That's just a regular squirrel. Yeah, so thankfully shamblers, they don't really shamble too far. But once the gray pall goes away, your discovery of the death pall has yielded new insights. You can now research the following anomaly projects. Dead life dust. Nice. You now have sufficient knowledge of void-related phenomena to attune the void monolith and further open its psychic conduit. This will draw the attention of more dangerous anomalous entities, like the Devourers that ate all of our last colony. Nom nom. That's not a joke, by the way. They literally summon Devourers, and they jump on your pawns one at a time and devour them whole, and if you don't kill it fast enough, it just consumes them. They hunger for pawns. Where are we for this? Entity Codex. So we have everything but the last one. So once we get the Hulk, I think that's a Hulk, we'll move on to advanced. So we got the Death Pall there. We still don't have any of the advanced ones. And we haven't come across any of the ultimate ones. It's still too early for the ultimate ones. So we'll advance here once we finish getting this guy, which just means that once the Great Pall goes away, we provoke the Void again, and hopefully the game with its RNG will bless us. Thank you, Allie. Let's get you those neuroformers. Ooh, Xeris is unhappy. Intense pain. You got major food poisoning. Oof. Alright, Ever Baba. Let's get your Silent upgraded. I'm gonna take the steel from these. Thankfully, nothing attacks us from the south. Again, Everpal is just across the entire map. There's not really much you can do about it outside of making sure. Look, a second snowman! Sorry, I get very excited about the snowman. Outside of them just cleaning the corpses. The Great Pall is only outdoors, so you don't have to worry too much about it indoors. I like how Cub was sat on Smoosher at the dinner table to consume. Alright, we need some furniture. Let's get that wall lamp going. Put that there. Can we poke the void in a sealed off containment style and walled off base? You can if you want to build that way, Varsity. You can absolutely do that. Sometimes things will land inside your base, like Asakon's base is pretty well. You know what? Attack on Titan. You know, there's the walls like that, the layers of defenses. Something similar to that in regards to defense. I like building into mountains because it provides a natural defense as it is. With miniguns and turrets aimed at the void. Well, we want to study the void. We can actually take over the void. We can become the void. Work with so much screen, has so much screen clutter, I couldn't play it. I kept dying to on-depth effects. That sucks, Beta. The key to base defense is the open is dividing the base up with choke points. Yeah. You gotta create those death traps. That way they just walk right into them, and then you can just deal with them there with traps, smaller bombs, that sort of thing. Alright, we need more lights. And also, you don't have to do it the way I do here. Like, some people will just make big communal rooms where everybody sleeps in the same area. I just like giving people the option of having their pawns have their own goods. Their owner, so you can actually decorate and you have something to spend your points on. If you are new, we are playing with Rim Connect. Rim Connect is an extension that works through Twitch. On the bottom right hand side player of the video player itself is a little purple button. You can click on that. You can add, oh, my power's connected. Rim Connect, and if you just hang out and chat, you accumulate silver just by being there. And then that silver, through the same extension, allows you to Add things directly into my game. So all these pawns, this is not how this game normally plays. This is not normal. This is Rim Connect nonsense up here with all these pawns. But it is I do like this version of the game just because it does allow us to build together. And surely chat wouldn't just, you know, ruin it for each other. Right? We're just a happy little build. Uh-oh. Alright, who angered the Shamblers? Where are they? Oh, nobody. The game's just being intense for no reason whatsoever. Zamri, what are you doing? Zamri. Zemri's coming all over here just to get that one specific... No, our concern, the words chat and wouldn't don't go together like that. Listen, Zemri, that's your favorite block up there. You just want to get that. It's fine. I respect it. I understand. Hopefully, I mean, the Shambler is hiding behind that uranium. So we should technically be okay. The chat would likely and probably will. Maybe. Double digit is rare in most games. It can be a lot. Like I've seen Ash get up to like 15 or so pawns. Alright, Everbaba has awoken and gained 2 more levels of Psylink. Thank you, Duke, for the Vatometric. We're going to be using the Vatometrics for when we expand past this, because this is just the starter area. This is just the beginning. This is only the beginning. I would like to push into over here as soon as I get rid of all these goddamn meteors that chat threw at me. Let me go out there. I was watching you. I was making sure you were safe. I was making sure so I know where they're at. So you can see the red marks over here. These are where the undead are. As long as the undead stay here, not able to, they wouldn't aggro on you right there. So this is fine. Depends on how long you play. The game tries to get you to 20 pawns, then slows down, but caps around 50. Yeah. Okay. So we're still building here, bit by bit. What do you mean the Timberwolf is hunting Kailasa for food? What? Did Kailasa just get chomped? Kailasa, no! That was my favorite raccoon! Well, they're dead. The last event in Kailasa's life, a spiraling tornado enveloped Kailasa, smashing their body. A tornado enveloped Kailasa, bashing their rear right leg. Kailasa was stunned by the Timberwolf's attack, so they survived a tornado only for a Timberwolf to do them dirty. That's unfortunate. Guess which part of the body was destroyed by the IED? Oh no, one of the raiders was pregnant. Yeah, no, if you've never seen RimWorld before, this game is brutal. It doesn't pull its punches. It is trying to actively kill you at every single turn. But it does make for a fun community building type deal, I find. Alright, so we have our ritual area. We need somewhere to launch our rockets from elsewhere. I don't want to put it right here because this is a pathway, right? This is going to be a entryway into this general area, so... Where do we want to go with this? This is also an entryway to, or exit to the outside. Not that I can grow right now, but I could relocate my farms from down here to be right here, parallel to the animal area. I suppose would be the better deal. Do it now during the winter when we can't actually. All right, let's clean up our home. We've got too many things here. Skill trainers for shooting for Geo. Thank you very much, Geo. Your skill is currently at 8, so that'll bump you up. Yeah, we'll just do that instead. Just remove all that wood, destroy these zones. And then we'll recreate our area for whatchamacallit, for thing. For rocket launching. Our little NASA area, if you will. Alright, Rosa, how are we doing, Rosa? Rosa she still has her nose burnt off and her right arm. But other than that, she's okay. Alright, 2 more skill trainers shooting for Geo. Let's get you those right now. We already have those. What? And a flak vest. Gotcha. Okay, the Jurek geese are living their best snowy life. Love that for them. Yeah, this is going sideways real fast. But that's okay, we can work with this. Thank you for the duster, Geo. That's a good one too. Thank you, Rosa, for the bionic arm. We'll attach that. Apparently you were missing 2 legs and an arm and a nose. But Schaffner sent me a couple of legs, so you have Architect legs now. You're gonna be zooming. Alright, Recon helmet. Thank you for the aesthetic nose. We'll add those to your face. So can I still equip any other gear? Yes. I believe becoming a Mechanitor sort of lessens your ability to aim, if I remember correctly. But you should be able to put on whatever you want. Oh, you mean on top of the Mechanitor? No, Mechanitor stuff takes up your gear slots. Like, that is your gear, but you want that gear because that's Mechanitor. It'll improve your bandwidth and other stuff like that, your other stats. So you want to keep that on, but those are your gear slots. As you can see there, it covers your head, left eye, left ear, right ear, nose, and jaw. A -5 to shooting accuracy, -0.5 to melee hit chance, but it increases your bandwidth. Rosa is getting high as a kite because her fiance Arxane died. You know what? I respect it. That I can't put your nose on though. Alright, let's add that bionic arm. And your aesthetic nose. I'm too poor for leaves. It's okay. We can eventually save up and we'll eventually get you Architect arms for both arms. Everybody's trying to charm and tame Cowie the Crab. The venerated Oath Knower. You've learned that a valuable relic is nearby. The Oath Knower is one of 2 ancient objects venerated by many people. If you could collect it, you could build a reliquary to make your colonists happy and attract wealthy pilgrims. First, you need to find the Oath Knower. Watch for opportunities to gather information. Sure. Alright, going for Altex for Geo. Two Architect arms for Geo, got it. Zemri is getting high as a kite. Why? Because they're ravenously hungry. Thank you for the spare nose medic. Romanos Prodromos, Praetor of the Orange Empire, is making a request. He wants you to take care of his favorite pet, the gazelle Cecily, at, I don't know, for 7 days. Cecily is suffering from paralytic abasia and must be kept in bed. That feels like not during this bit. Thank you for Architect Arm Bay. Who got my Beta Flame has created a wooden bed masterwork. Very nice, Beta. And okay, we've gotten like 5 arms. Is that let's see, I don't know when I got a Alistair sub, but there is crab, there is crab. Mimi fucking loves crabs. See, I'm playing Stardew Valley and a pine cone just fell from the sky. That's where they come from. This salsa is all juice and no veggies. Did you buy it, Faye, or is it homemade? Where that salsa come from? Actually, I think I might have an idea. What if I did this? Beta's hiding in the room because of darkness. Excuse me? Why would... Okay. Alright, the death pall is clearing. The pall of death is lifting. The corpses reanimated by it will soon return to their natural state. Dead as shit. Got it. Alright, Allie, let's get you your spells. My people are not happy. Damn. The colony is... Oh, you already know that one, so we can't teach you Vertigo Pulse. But we can teach you Berserk Pulse. Word of Serenity as well. So we can start a solo, and you now have you have 280 mods in Stardew Valley. Why? What is it? I mean, I didn't know there were that many mods in total for Stardew Valley. Don't get me wrong, love that for you, but that's a lot of mods. I can tell the McLord suit covers all the body slots. Yes, so not sure what else to buy then. I think I have a full set of Mechanitor stuff. You can always buy Architect parts for yourself for your body. Arms, legs, eyes, they all help you. There's body parts you can improve upon. These are your stats. You could always increase your art, your crafting, and your animals. Your pawn stats are middling, so you can always increase those if you want with the trainers. So Baba has one of the strongest sidecasts already. Baba, don't mess around. Baba ready to go. The mod that adds more Architect plans too. Nice. I didn't know there was. What's going on, Zeris? Welcome on in. Good evening. Happy Friday, mi amigo. Architect works with them. Yes, those are body parts. It's not gear. It's actual body parts that you apply to yourself. The legs help make you run faster. And they just give you all kinds of benefits. So they're pretty rad. Like those are their own slots as a whole. You don't have to worry about it taking up room or whatever. Alright, we're gonna make a little medicine room over here so we can actually get this the heck out of here, and then we can just yeah. Who's starving? Beta's starving. Beta, I need you to focus. Zemri's getting high as a kite in the hospital wing. Because of course. Alright, our beds are being built. I do need to build our station because again, the issue here that we're gonna have soon is that the toxic waste from all the robots is going to bleed out and it's not gonna go well for us. So what we're gonna do is do the absolutely most irresponsible thing and load them up onto space rockets and launch them at our enemies. Because how else do you handle it? Tell it to stop. I don't think it's going to listen, unfortunately. So we're going to build pod launchers. And then we're just going to launch pods. Thank you for the gas masks. Thank you for the gas masks. I mean, gas masks are pretty useful. We can give one to Nami. She can have an excellent gas mask. Cerulean can also have a gas mask. Cerulean can have this good one over here. Smoosher can have a gas mask instead of the cowboy hat because he's stinky. I said it. Stinky. I tried out Galactic. The Cosmic Exploration. That's nice. So it's really neat. It's got a lot of good systems. It's got a lot of nice glamour items in it. I tend to have an excess of vanity items from there. So if you didn't know, for Final Fantasy 14, there is this system for crafting. You have to be Endwalker, I think, to get to it. So be 6.0. But then you can start leveling all your crafters through it, and you can. Do you want to drive your own Tonka truck? You can. There's like all the effort went there into OC. They really messed up OC with the raid bay. If they hadn't done what they did with the raid for OC, OC would have felt better. But they went back to some Eureka level nonsense with the raid, and it just didn't. It sort of didn't mesh together. It sort of clashed. And so they kind of. But to their credit, they have said that they understand that they goofed that up. And that they're going to do better for the next the North Horn. And hopefully that is the case. Because damn. But yeah, no, the moon content itself. Are you on the moon, Feyna, or Oasis? The issue with OC is that it's terrible design. I mean, it felt like anything else. It felt like Bozia and Eureka to me. Obviously, slight variances with Eureka, but... I know people are like, no, this one thing made it feel so much better. It was all the same to me. You made it to Oasis, nice. It is worth going to Oasis because once you get to the higher level and you start chaining gold, you get drone bits, and those drone bits are like maps in that zone. So you pop one, you run off to it, and you get either bronze, silver, or gold, and you can get some very nice items if it's gold. Or the same item over and over and over again, even though you've gotten like 12 gold and you already got all the gorillas you wanted from Ishgardian Restoration from 5 years ago. Stupid ass thing. Did enough crafting to get a mech pilot allowance because I thought it was a one-time thing. Like, keep on buying them. You can keep on buying all the pilots that you want. Using the pilot gets you like a super ticket instead of the regular ticket for the Gamba. And it just sort of increases your odds or whatever. Actually, spawning CEs nets you less experience than just AFKing for fates. I mean, I guess if that's what you wanted out of the content, then I could see why that would be disappointing. It was, to me, it's just, okay, I'm doing fates. Okay, I'm doing big fates. Okay, small fate. Okay, big fate. It amounts to the same thing for me. So I didn't feel the fuss. I've got 300 CEs done. I've got the 500 Fates achievements, so I went in there and I just put on Netflix and disassociated. Just disassociated while I got it done. So I'm sure that there's, they could have done better in that regard, but I'm glad I don't have to do more work. And I can just get my silly little number to go higher and get exhausted. Who's exhausted? Zemri. Zemri, please, go to sleep. Zednor Zone 3 meets Eureka Zone 4, basically. Yeah. It's not that I only want to fate. I just mean it's terrible design to reward AFKers. Oh, I agree. I agree. But I mean, it's going to be... And that is on Square Enix, right? What's the saying? Something about just get the laziest person to do it and they'll figure out the most efficient way to do it, I guess. Because now it's just good luck trying to get pots, right? Because people just AFK, wait for the pots. And good luck getting pots. Let's build up that wall there and then we'll carve this out. There's always optimize the fun out of a game. A lot of people will, for sure. Then there's also just an AFK fest now. No one really spawns CEs anymore. I'm assuming, yeah. Yeah, and I have to go back and do that too, Trulia. So does repo tonight or tomorrow? I have no idea. No one's told me anything. There's only about half the mods beta are up for update. So I would have to go through and see what the mods are actually available. So there's not one of those players? No, but I do tend to go, I do go pretty hard on it. I do tend to go pretty hard, but I also find the fun in the content myself, and for me and my friends and my community. That way we can actually have fun together. Like, the maps aren't fun, but we're out there doing it, right? We're out there working on it together. So we've been doing a lot of maps. So it's just one of those things where I try and find the enjoyment inside of the content itself and see what it can get us. Floors. Let's add sterile tiles here. So I don't want this in here, the cabinet thingy. Rosa, you have you're in for your surgery. Okay, that's good. We have several people in the hospital, so that's not good. All right. I didn't grow enough food for my pawns. Oh, that really is busted for me. What's busted for me? Don't worry about it. Yeah, is Room Connect busted for anybody else? It says I have 0 silver. You have to refresh? Yeah, refresh. Let's refresh again. I gotta refresh my entire Firefox. Your seems okay? The Xanor is also way too big. Zadnor is the second zone that they gave us. Yeah, apparently I have to close all my assets and reopen them. Oopsies. Well, YouTube is still there. That's good. Thank you, YouTube. Let me adjust this while the pawns do their thing. Let's go over here. No, I would like to go to my channel. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm being hosted by the Cowie 353. Oh my god, my voice. Jesus Christ. Jump scare. Yeah, Room Connect isn't working for me. I'm trying to cheat and send myself some food. People are starving! We didn't grow enough food, and with this many pawns, we don't have the sustenance to keep us alive. Look how food. We're even low on human meat. That's how desperate it has gotten. Soon, the pawns will start eating each other. Alright, so we have this. Yay! Let's build a rocket. Alright, once you build those, we'll be good to go. I can't make poles, you are on your own. You can't make poles just because you can't do it currently or because it's busted. The goddess Demeter was just passing by. All your crops have grown. Thank you. I have no crops because it's winter. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Don't worry too much about the polls. Thank you, Smoothie. Smoothie provides. Look at all these tacos. That is a frozen taco. Frozen taco was my super name in college. Thank you for the human meat, Bay. Bay provides the human meat when we need it. Thank you, Rosa, for the thing. Thank you for the tacos. Thank you, Antonio, for the 443 human meat as well. Thank you, Duke, for the bison me. Let's go, Cub. Let's get you that sword. It's an excellent sword, too. This is called Lolly. Lolly, the Persona Plasma Sword. This has Psi Meditative. This weapon's persona is naturally meditative and helps its wielder focus in psychic meditation. The wielder gains an extra 10% Psi focus per day of meditation as long as the weapon is held. It unfortunately does have mad muttering. This weapon's persona is neurotic and unstable. That's how I like him. It mutters mad thoughts to whoever it is bonded with, reducing their mood. Do you want me to put this on you? Just like real life. Any fun scythe lovers here? I just got that as your daily. I ran that so much when it was current content. Are people still... Is it the third fight where people are still getting murked by the hand? Where there's you have to look at the hand? Give me your sword. Done. Let's go. I enjoyed it, but Void Arc wasn't the biggest of the raids that I liked the most. Void Arc 1 was okay. The tank set from Void Arc, by the way, the first raid, fantastic. But damn, that surely is a daily alley. Hopefully it's smooth. You're in the Ruby Sea now. Nice, Alistair. Congratulations. Who sent me the skill trainer construction? Let's go over here. That's from Raven. Thank you. We'll add it to whoever can use it up. Rosa's in the hospital. Who else can? Wolfie's capped out on construction. Cerulia, Zemri. Varsity, there's a Bang, Geo, Bowmage. Do we have any good people that are constructors? Beta's capped out. Max, congrats. I love the last one so much. Fun. It was rough at first, but is the last one the one where Diablos pops out at the end? Thank you. Oh my god, thank you for the 2,000 tacos. I was wondering where that came from. Jesus. Thank you for the tacos. I appreciate it, chat. You're very kind. Skill trainer mining, but yeah, I mean, when they first came out, they were pretty good. They were solid raids. The issue I have with that alley, that I've been playing the game since 2013, so it's some of those raids just set off PTSD from just like, oh my god, I did this so many times. That's one of the things that they do with so I don't know if you're familiar with the relic system. They add like these big, very shiny, very glowy weapons for each expansion, and one of their favorite systems is to send everybody back into previous ones, so you end up running a lot of those alliance raids. You have an open, nice. Okay, so you know you're familiar with it. For Astro, yeah, so they do tend to send us back a lot, and I have every relic in the game, so it's like please Yoshi P, I can only take so much Void Arc. I can only Please don't send me back there. Right? Cooking. Everbaba is still our top cook. It's just a thing. He's just a nerd. It's true. I was gonna say, it's just because I played the game for a long time. Medical. Thank you, Raven. Who else can be a doctor? Corey is at 17. We can bump up Gumby. I mean, Gumby is a horse doctor by day, so I feel like Gumby would do good at this. Where are you, Gumby? There you are. And a skill trainer melee. Mimis, where are you on skill trainer melee? Congrats, you're capping out. Haven't done any Eureka or Bows. Yeah. I'm gonna be going back into Eureka soon. I've already done it all through Valdesian Arsenal, but there are items I want back there, so can always hit you up if you're interested in going in there. Are you still? You haven't gone in at all, right? So you still have to level up. And yeah, I'll hit you up. There's a few of us that want to go back in there. Like, I know Finny wants to go back in there. I don't know if Max is done with the Eureka, nor Shay wants to go back in there as well. I just reached down in here to grab something, and look what I pulled out. Mimi, why are you like this? It was a Nerf ball. It's a bit of Eureka, maybe. So the thing about Eureka is it's Eureka used to be a giant pain in the ass to level up in, but they added a weekly challenge log, so every Tuesday it resets. So as long as you go in with somebody and you happen to have somebody who has been there, you can get a ton of experience points. You just have to do it before Tuesday. Yeah, I'll hit you up. I like Eureka, and I have a lot of goals I need to clear up through there. I need stuff from every single tier of Eureka, all 4 levels. All right, Cub, you've bonded with your sword. Congratulations. Dance party opportunity. I need a light ball and a ritual spot. Okay. Say less. Ball. I think I need a drum. Nope. The jump always existed even back then, but not when it first came out, did it? I didn't think it was on release. I think it was added like shortly after, no? But the leveling overall is insanely much easier. It is. It is, especially if you know how to get around it. You think you've been Eureka Orthos or Eureka? Did someone say Eureka? I think a lot of us want to go back to Eureka, and Bozia Alley, it's just we don't want to go on our own. So if we're given a reason to go back there. Cleo wants if she can stay awake, but that is a very big ask. Sprout needs help. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's easy enough to go back in there and go through the entire process of it. It's pretty rad. Eureka is. It was their attempt to bring back that old school Final Fantasy XI MMO kind of feel, grinding, and then the community immediately found out how to cheese it. Rosa, you're out of the hospital, thankfully. You have your aesthetic notes, so pretty. You have your architect eyeballs, 1 bionic arm, and your 2 legs. So if you have a moment after, did I already send my Pawn Mechlord armor? Let me see. Arcsane, I think so. You are wearing it. You're wearing some armor. Yep. You got your Mechlord suit. And a Muffalo wool cowboy hat. It's not on release, but I'm pretty sure it's still during Storm. Yeah, no, it was during the expansion for sure. They did add it not too long after. It wasn't like, they slapped it in there afterwards with, Shadowbringers or whatever, but yeah. It was certainly with things. I remember going back in there and using it myself for alts and whatnot. Okay, so we're going to provoke the void here again. It is on a timer. You can't just chain provoke the void. The void gets huffy. We can do it in 2.5 days, so we're not even close. Alright, Roxanne, let's get you that hat. Alright, you can see our people are mostly calmed down now that they're eating food again. Now that they're consuming, they're not so huffy. I'll provoke your void. Don't you threaten me with a good time, Scoff. Bae, you sent me... ¿Qué? Sorry, I gotta fill up my... Oh, gotcha. I need to make... Mimi! Can you put up a poll for some chem fuel? Oh, right, it's being terrible. You're right, I'm sorry, my bad. Right, so we need to learn how to make... Uh-oh! Multi-analyzer. Manhunter pack. A pack of manhunting megasloths have entered the area, driven insane by the disease known as Scaria. No, Arxane, run! Oh no, Arxane, those are bombs. Oh no. Oh no, those are more bombs. Zemri, you have a shotgun. Defend yourself. No, Zemri's down. Alright, it's okay. And he's gonna solo these fools. Varsity hero doesn't run. Alright, maybe he's over here soloing all the slots. I mean, Arxane's still alive. Ruri, please go save Arxane. Jesus Christ. Shout out to Duke for those explosives. Yeah, that's gonna be you carrying Arxane. Replace the cheese with Arxane's body. Alright. We survived. Good job, Mimis. Good job, Wolfie. Good job, gang. Good job, Varsity. Hey, can somebody please pick up Zemri off the ground? Jesus Christ. Sorry, distraction. Do I have any limbs left? That's a good question. Well, you do have your limbs, but they did tear off your left middle toe. I'm sorry about your left middle toe. They were kind enough to leave your gut worms intact. But mostly bruises. You're generally, you're in one piece. Not the animate, your body. You can't flip people off with your feet anymore. No, you cannot. Alright, Rosa, please come over here and finish off these. Wait, Rosa doesn't have a weapon anymore. Huh. Alright, Mimi was feeding Zemri tacos. And unfortunately, Mimi needs to finish off the sloths. Sloths back on the menu, boys. Let's go. Apparently, Mega Sloths have a lot of HP. Mimis, you need to come over here, please. Oh, they're all perished. And you didn't get to pick up your hat. It's okay, Arxen, we'll get you your hat here once you can walk again. Thank you for the 5 large sculptures, Kailasa. Wooden large sculpture, good. A person-sized piece of material sculpted into an artistic form. Silent Tarsier? On this sculpture is a depiction of a porpoise holding an iqua. You'd think it's an accident that it's doing that, or it's doing it on purpose. Cubic with loss. On this piece is an artwork of thousands of howitzers. Okay. At a rate of 30 mega slots. Freaking mega slots. This piece of artwork, this carving portrays a city. It's called a grassland. Okay. What do we have here? This sculpture bears an illustration of a machine persona avatar riding on a vole wearing a boot eating a cauliflower. The head of a sitting comedian watches over all. The work has an unoriginal feeling. It has an unoriginal feeling and an unbalanced structure. Yeah, I would say so. It feels... It's trying too hard. Thousands of howitzers is Zabe's the author. May as well be. On this work is an illustration of an encampment. A pack of spiders behind the focal point reminds the viewer of Fever. Of Fevered? I didn't know Fevered was part of our artwork in RimWorld. Hell yeah. Thank you for these masterpieces of art, Kailasa. I'll put that there. This one is the carving portrayed, right? That's a city. Okay, well, that was a raid. Raids happen randomly in this game. You can't really know when it's going to happen, so it's just one of those things. When it happens, you gotta go in. It's one of the reasons why the no pausing sort of method is kind of more interesting than regular, just because at any given time you can just get blasted. Try not to, obviously. But yeah, no, Eureka and Bozia. Eureka I'm more inclined to do. Bozia, thank you for the Camp Fuel Medic. You're the best. I appreciate you. Bozia is probably what I need to do the most. Thank you, chat, for the 100 chem fuel. But thank you for the incendiary traps, Xeris. Those are actually really, really good. I will lay them out here shortly. Mimi, why are you still just standing there, please? It's the thing that Bozia is that it also requires eventually having the right what are they called? You know, the things, the skills. So it's fine and it's okay. It's all right, but man, my tacos are freezing. What the hell? I require you all to haul taco. Please and thank you. I agree. She's saying guard for Marcelas. She was. Nice, a merchant. A shaman or caravan from the Tona people is approaching. They are a shaman merchant. They will hang around the colony. Yes, please. I desire to sell a lot of this stuff that I absolutely do not need with you. Even the logograms, you don't need those in Boz. Yeah, no, I know you need them mostly for the raids, but they do make the process that much easier. And getting through the CEs faster and all that. I just don't like having access to the right ones. I know it's meant for like Delaver Regine and all that, but I don't want to roll up into castrum lactose intolerance and then not be that guy who doesn't have any of the skills whatsoever. But yes, I do love me some Eureka. I have been working on it, but I need to work on it more because currently working on achievements for that. Your negotiator, Rosa, cannot talk properly because of poor health. This will affect trade prices. That joke's on you. I'm giving you gifts. I don't want to spare yaks. I can't sell these regular bits. Or at least give them as gifts. Just trying to get good faction with them. That means we go skill hunting. Yeah, and there's also I mean, from Bozia, here's the thing, I do want to do it, but obviously there's a lot of relics there that I still want. I've got every single relic except for the ones in Bozia, was what I meant to say earlier. There's still a lot of relics, but I do have them all. So it's just a matter of going into Bozia and Eureka and getting, you know, just several thousand of the things that you get from it. But it's fine. Gio's hiding in the room because genetic psychite with dependency. Tisk tisk. Gio needs his drugs. I feel that. I'm going in order right now with the past relics. ARR relics though. Yeah, on Monk now. Nice. Yeah, no, listen, it's a lot, but it's not too bad. It's just a matter of getting in there and grinding it out, right? And once you get the grind going, it's not that bad. Okay, we're making progress. Ever Baba is cooking up dinner for everybody. With all that mega sloth food meat that we just got, along with tuna hands. Thank you for the Psychi tea, Gio. Once you come back to us, we will get that tea in you. Alright, I need to launch. I'm not launching people. Where is my toxic waste? I need to collect the first, apparently. Also, let's go sell to this person. Mimi, please go sell to Wombat. So, do I have any Arco eyes installed? I believe so, Bowmage. You were looking at me funny the other day. Yes, you got your eyeballs. I'll show you here in a sec. I am trying to get rid of things as well on top of what we've got, so... Yeah, no, I guess I can't sell all that stuff. Okay, I just gotta destroy it. But yeah, Bowmage, you're right there. You have your eyeballs. I need to collect my toxic waste and then launch it into space is what I wanted to say. You know what? We're just gonna delete that. I don't want it there. We'll make a zone out here. There we go. Toxic waste packs. That's what we want. Toxic waste packs. So once we get them out here, we're gonna launch these rockets at some solar. Are we finishing? Probably not. We have to catch up on the boys as well as Daredevil. And the last episode that we need for Stranger Things is 2.5 hours. So it's the big one. So well, we do have to get back on that. But I think after this week we'll be caught up with the boys, and we'll be able to watch the boys regularly when it comes out live in the middle of the week. Do I have any limbs left? Zemmer, you're still in the hospital, but you have yeah, your body's mostly intact. Yay. I know. Gotta get back to it. Let's add these incendiary traps back here again. There's just a lot of there's a lot of work to do here. Let's get those Xeris incendiary IEDs in. I still have those other IEDs that Duke sent me as well for somewhere else on the map. Put that one there. Let's grab this over here. Yeah, no, we can. I don't want to mine this out, but I need to get it out the way. Just get these out the way. Just so we have a clean area to work with. You joke? No, we'll get there. I know we're behind a little bit, but man. Let's haul these corpses in because we need to keep them nice and safe for processing. Oh, it's rotting. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we'll get those bodies out. What do we have here? We have Skill Trainer Melee for Cub. Let's get you that. Helmet for Bowmage. And I'm assuming that armor piece is also for you. It is. That's a good piece of armor too. Okay. Somewhat caught up. Not really. Never caught up. I wish my thing was working though. I don't have any of my assets up anymore for stream either. Because I was trying to... Yeah. Yup. But I am curious, speaking of those ARR relics, I am curious as to how the new battle pass is going to work when we don't have poetics anymore. I'm assuming poetics are going to go away. Alright, I need you all to start hauling tacos. This is no longer a joke. I need these tacos hauled ASAP. We can't let our tacos go bad. Or it will be it'll be everything but poetics that goes away. I mean, that's also a possibility. Like, they might just do that as well. But you're not wrong. Let's get a zone going here. This is gonna be for I need to get all those shirts in here and then destroyed because they're just adding value to the colony without really. Like, I don't think anybody needs them because we all have parkas. So we can just flag those there and get those parkas going. And processing that. Alright, let's get a bill, commit corpse, burn drugs, add bill. Burn apparel. Do it forever. We want it to be anything that's normal or worse gets chucked. We can do that. We can start burning weapons as well. Not ideal, but I don't need this stuff laying around. Wait, I never equipped your helmet. No, you got attacked by the mega sloths. You might be able to come up actually over here and get it. Yeah, you can limp on over, Arxane. They took all that damage and didn't even get your hat? No, they jumped you right here, right where it was happening. How are we? Still can't provoke the void. Whose shotgun is that? Not Zera's. I guess that would be Zamri? Because you got mauled. Yeah, we'll get to that shotgun. Arxane is starving. Arxane, I need you to eat food. Thank you for the fruit juices, Dietrich. Also need an anomaly project because we haven't done that, so... Okay. It's slowly moving. There you go, look, you're eating the taco too, and you have your new hat on. Living your best life. As best as one can. Now you're throwing a tantrum because of intense pain. Okay. I mean, I don't blame you, Arxane. I don't blame you. Alright, we need to catch... No, that's Aurelia. Who else is nearby? Wolfie, I need you to haul this... A Timberwolf self-tame, nice. That's our Timberwolf now. Bay, you sent me some Arco parts, right? What do we have for Arco parts? They're not there, so where are the Archotech body parts? Oh, gotcha. Okay, wait, what do you mean not enough steel? Excuse me? We have more than enough steel. Okay, we have 2 snowmen now, so that's progress. Alright, we can actually load these up with all this toxic waste. Where is it? There we go. Alright, so we're at 120 out of 150 for the mass. And then we can add... what else do we want? We can add this. That's 324, so that should be okay, no? Yeah, it should be okay. Alright, gotta wait for them to load it up. Normally there is a toxic waste deatomizer that you can get that will just let you, take all the toxic waste that is built up by your robots and all that, and then it just lets you do it that way. It's a slow process, but it does get it done. However, you can also just chuck it at somebody else. Alright, Beta's gonna handle all of our toxic waste. He is a Mechanitor, so it's fine. Who's starving now? Arxane is still starving. But Arxane is... Alright, Arxane's back. He's back with us. Arxane, I need you to come and eat a taco, please. Are you already going to get some food? Alright. You're just going the super long way. On today's episode of Yeet That Waste. Yeah, no, Gumby, Ashley. Alright, everybody's loading it up. Wait, you missed 5! Unless that's new toxic waste. Alright, we're still missing one mechanoid slag chunk. But then we can launch this away. The range on it's pretty good. So you've never seen this, you can launch it anywhere in this in this area. We can actually launch it over here towards this this entire thing over here to that settlement. And give as a gift to the orange. No, those are our friends. We don't want to launch it towards the orange, else we can't reach that far anyway. We can throw it at these guys. The contents will be lost. That's fine. I don't really have anywhere else to chuck it. We can launch it over here to the lava fields. Okay, bye. Just like that, it's gone. That's their problem now. Not that they get overly happy with what I'm doing, but you know. Your transfer pods have arrived, but since there was no colonists inside, the contents are lost. Okay, that's fine. And you can launch colonists in there as well, by the way. If you really wanted to just put a little bit of everything in there, you can. Alright, what are these? These are the EMP traps. Okay, that's fine. We don't really need to use those right now. Right, they can't get to it because of the corpse creamer, of course. Power, so power's running through there. I guess we just don't have enough juice. Eating poor and normal quality items is a great way to dispose of stuff and get faction rep. Yeah. We need more juice. This can be deconstructed. I don't think we need this many. And it's just absorbing, using up power at this point, so. Alright, Tuna Hands is cooking, that's good. Antonio is eyeballing los tacos. He wishes he could eat tacos, but the tacos, they are not for him. Please haul all of this in. I don't want to lose any of my precious tacos. This is now Operation Taco Haul. Thank you for more tacos, Mitori. We'll load those waste packs as well. Thank you for sterilizing stomach. That is a good way around that, Arcsane. We can't really operate on you yet because you are, you know, you're still pretty injured from your previous, excuse me? Oh, Hana hit a trap. Oh, you want to eat all the tacos now? Yeah, you will. Yes, you will. Alright, we'll just add you back over here. Nope. Okay, so that's fine. I just misclicked there. More traps. Let's keep adding more stuff here. The double layer here is kind of a little on the pointless side of things, because obviously it's going to set them both off, but they tend to walk right through one. So it should hit both traps because they're smaller ones. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue here. And if they get past one layer, then the second layer will ideally get them. Or whatever does make it through, because they will. And then we can just add a couple of bonus traps here. Surely they won't hit these traps, right? They'll walk right by them. No harm, no fall. Okay, so that's working nicely-ish for now. Monolith study progress. Rurimat has made progress studying the monolith. The structure connects normal space to the void, a dimension hidden in the substructure of space-time. Some powerful mind of the void is leaking influence into our reality. Rurimat wants to study the monolith further to learn more. The monolith now provides more knowledge when studied. Hell yeah. The void speaks back. I think it was a flak pants, Geo. Alright, finished bioferrite extraction. That's good. But yeah, Bay, you gave me Architect legs, I think? No, you already have one extra leg, right? So your legs should be sorted out. Was it an arm? You sent me an arm, I think. Do I have your Arco legs in yet? That's a good question, Wolfie. No. Let's do that now. Left leg, right leg, and we'll give Bay a hand. But yeah, I still need to solve the power issue. We're still coming up short on power. The problem is that there's so much stuff here that it's hard to create anything, so I need to, I don't know, mine all this out and then set up a bunch of actual... Where are you going, Bowmage? Or set up traps, okay. By popular opinion, your channel has triggered volcanic winter for a whole day. Let's hope you get out on the other side. Thanks, chat. Appreciate that. Thank you for the vanometrics, Geo. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you, chat. You've heard of first nuclear winter. What about second nuclear winter? What if we had two of them? Alright, we should connect these corpses. That way they don't get back up whenever we have the Grey Pal again. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get that, let's get that. Okay. Got that winter coming again. What else can we do here? Alright, we got that vanometric. It's going in over here as well to supplement our power. Okay, it could have been worse. No, listen, it could always be worse. Alright, Bay, you're going in for your arms. You sent me one arm or two arms? Who's doing the doctoring? Gumby at a skill of 12, not yet. He can help out in a pinch, but I don't want him actually actively doing anything. Alright, Tuna Hands and Ever Baba are still out there doing the thing. So this area here will probably be good for some more wind turbines. So that does mean we have to mine out all of this and get rid of it. Because you don't want anything impeding the way. If they're in the way, one, okay. And winter's harsh. Okay, so we're doing okay. We could revert. No, surgery failed on Mimi. Has failed her surgery on Wolfie. Wolfie, I'm so sorry. Okay, no, look, she only failed in a minor way. Mimi only just cut off your left leg. You know, you still got one good leg. You still have Mimi. Here we go again. Wolfie's gonna fail all of it. Hey, you're not injured though. I mean, okay, let's add an architect leg to your left leg. Should Mimi be doctoring? Yeah, she has a skill of 18. She's got 2 hands and a tentacle. How could she fail? There you go, Doctor. You're the best doctorologist. To quote Lord of the Rings, what about their legs? They don't need them. Yeah, you just got freaking orked in the hospital room. Jeez. It's your heart. It's true. At least you didn't have your heart carved out of your chest. Listen, that's just RNG. It's just it's unfortunate, but it is a side effect of all this. Also, I need to get where's Geo's hard drugs? There's an architect leg. I never flagged that for pickup. So, who sent me a revenant vertebrae? How dare you? Oh wait, Ash, is that for you for your operation? Okay. It's not the revenant spine, it's the vertebrae itself. Alright, Ash, we can maybe get that in you. We don't know. Also, can I see your stats in addition? Yes. So, sir, are we doing the Vingerson tonight? I don't know what we're doing tonight, dude. I gotta be honest. I was gonna look into the mods for repo so we can get that going, but your stats, that I can do for you. Look at your stats. You gotta one up the last attack. You have goals. Mimi has ambitions. I don't know who's live tonight is the thing. Gear. I don't know if any of the homies are streaming tonight, but it's up to you. If you want to do it, I would need a few minutes to acquire food. Even if we did repo, it would be tomorrow night anyway, right? So that's the Saturday night thing, and I think Smooshy's streaming tonight with the quarry. Huh? What a nerd. But there goes gear. Here goes your health. You have a mech link. I want to stream over Smusher. If he is streaming, it's rarer than me. It is, but that's fine. Like, yeah, he's gonna be streaming the Quarry tonight. I enjoyed his Final Fantasy stream. That fucking nerd needs to stream more Final Fantasy 14. Alright, so we got the Revenant Vertebrae there. One Architect leg for Cherulia. Alright, that's that leg right there. Let's go to medical for Mimi. He's like, oopsies. Mech gestation process. Alright, good. Let's get to that. But repo should be Saturday night, as I understand it, and then not on my channel. But you know who will be live tomorrow? I'm doing it early, and I can do it. Mimis.com, aka wrong thing, fucking Fireboss. Kawi 333 I can't spell. Kawi 333 will be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Playing some. I've literally forgot the name of that game. Something static. Oh, crosscode. That'll be Mimi's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll be there hanging out. By the way, that game has some really good art in it. Like, if you like that retro vibe of old games, Boomer. Maybe you'll be doing that. The DLC for the game just fell into your Steam account. That's weird. That's a frozen ass raccoon. Okay, please. I need you all to haul taco. That's not code. I literally need you to just grab tacos and go. Alright. We're getting through this, and again, so we're going to set up a series of wind turbines that we can actually get the power going here. Arcane has a shooting frenzy for the next 8 days. Hell yeah. Beta, let's get you those as well. Wait, isn't your crafting maxed out? No, your construction is maxed out. Gotcha. Shooting frenzy. Thanks to the high mood, Maximilian Powell has experienced inspiration. Good job, Max. You know how to shoot him up better. Are these Mega Sloths rotted? I think they're okay. Jurek the goose has succumbed to frostbite. I can't believe chat would kill Jurek's geese. Just dead as it gets. Mimi, your doctorology's at 20. Congratulations. Alright, wait, why are you... Oh, you're feeding Bay a taco. Look at you. You're such a good doctor. You got Bay's leg in just fine, by the way. Wolfie, you're still missing a leg. I'm sorry. And also really we have to get you your leg in as well. Thank you, Varsity. Let's get you that skill trainer for thingy. Your stats are right there. This will cap you out. Very nice. Alright, they're digging over here, so once we get this out, we'll be able to actually start building. The windmills really don't like having anything on either side, be it rocks, trees, or whatever. It'll impede them from being able to... The leg is for whoever needed one. Thank you, Varsity. We'll slap that bad boy into Wolfie. I feel like we had more architect parts than we actually have here, and I don't know what that. Right, Mimi is operating on Ashley. Geo is operating on Wolfie. Hey, all right, Wolfie, you have one leg now. Ashley, your spine is in, but you're still frail and still have 2 cataracts. Yeah, we don't have enough lumber. The animals are dying. Geo, I need you to come get your hard drugs, please. The geese weren't made for this, or the turkey, apparently. Oh. The second leg. Did I get your arm solo? Let me check here in a second. Health, no. There's a problem in that they might have gotten blown up when we raided. I'm trying to find them. I know I told my pawns to grab them. Thank you for the shield belt cup. Let's get that on you. Thank you for the prosthetic leg, Varsity. Giving us a leg up on the competition. Thank you, me for the whip. Thank you. It is, yeah, it's negative 16 with the animals there. It's just very, very cold. Does my raccoon yet live? No, you were eaten by a warg. I'm sorry I have to be the one to tell you this, but you were consumed. Circle of life. Yeah, that was unfortunate. What do we have here? Thank you for the 4 alligators. Zeris, they're probably not going to survive. Thank you, Kailasa, for the raccoon. Raccoon may survive. Raccoons are scrappy, but I don't think alligators were made for negative 13 degrees snowstorms. But we'll give it a shot. Let's see what we can do there with them. Yeah, this is... I'm gonna store my uranium with my salt. It's pretty much the same thing, so we can store our uranium there. Thing of sentience catalyst. We're gonna make that one smart raccoon. Yeah, the geese are dying. Where are you, Kailasa? If I were a raccoon, where would I be? Are you up here? I mean, those are raccoons, but it's not the raccoon. Down though? Right there, I see it. Look at that. You did not consider that? Huh? Yeah, Gio got his leg in. You got Ashley's Revenant spine in, so you were like, you know what? I'm a hand this over to you, Gio. Yeah, the geese are dying. Thank you for the animal beds, Kailasa. They're finally gonna warm up a little bit in here. So we have a shortage of wood, which is my issue. We're working on it. But we'll expand the animal area here. That way they can actually come in and do the thing. Thank you for the polar bear bow mage. Nope. Nope. Actually, I have to check where the animals can go because they will eat me out of my... They will eat all of our tacos. Thank you, Kailasa. One of the things that we are learning eventually, obviously not right now, but we are going to learn tree sowing, so we actually make our own trees, then we can, you know, just have our own lumber constantly going. Thank you, Varsity, for the wood. Thank you. Alright, so it's not too bad in here. How many do we have? 27, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so gotta make those more beds. More beds. Okay, we'll work on that, but we're making a little bit more progress. You see how it is, Wolfie? Gio did finish it, that's true. Okay, so we're starting to build that up, that's good. We gotta get that sorted out, but yeah, we need to start hauling all this out of here because this is just gonna be a mess and I need all this gathered right out. Thank you for the heated Xeris. Thank you for the wood Bomage. Rosa's insane ramblings. Rosa has become completely untethered from reality, ranting about impossible subjects. She will snap out of it in a few hours. It's happening because of poor mood. Because Arxane died. Rip the fiance. What's going on, Breezy? Happy Friday. Just like, just like real life. Alright, so we'll get this out the way as well. We need to get all this out. Just get right the hell out. And then once we get that going, we can actually do literally anything here with this. yeah, we're still trying to clean things out. We're still lacking in the hauling department, but that's okay.
Caliente.
Brazy.
Pizza taco, taco pizza, both sound good.
You know what? I would eat both as well. Thank you very much. Thank you for those 3 years. Welcome on back. Thank you, thank you. Let me know if you want to vote for our cooking stream. In June, we're making hot noodle dishes or cold noodle dishes. I still maintain that ice cream noodles isn't a thing, and I will maintain that right up until the point when I'm shoving it in my mouth. You know, thank you very much, Brazy. Welcome on back. Let me add your vote to it. Thank you, Lemon. Where is it? Okay, there it is. We have a ways to go for this voting. Obviously, we've only just started. We just did our cooking stream. Wait, was that this week? That was this week, wasn't it? Listen, time isn't real. I can't keep track of it. Cold spaghetti tacos. It's cold spaghetti essentially what it is. You push the ice cream through a ricer and create the noodle effect. Spaghetti tacos then. I already had a spaghetti taco on my cooking stream, Varsity. It wasn't great. I made spaghetti, fresh sauce and everything. I made fresh tortillas so it doesn't get any fresher. As bringing it together, not that great. Like, it wasn't bad. Thank you for the, oh my god, I could go for cheeseburger. Thank you for the cheeseburgers, the trick. Could have cold. Listen, it could have been more for sure. All right. Progress. No, my people are going to sleep. Let's speed it up. Is that plasteel? It is. Oh, okay. Cheat codes there. Do those go bad? They don't go bad. Okay, that's good. Also. But yeah, we're going to take back the planet as it were, bit by bit. I just have to go through and have our pawns process all of this. Varsity's puppy was eating a cheeseburger. I mean, I don't blame him. I'd eat a cheeseburger too. Okay, Bowmage getting the goods. That needs to be mined out as well. Hola, Smooshy. Thank you for the streak. How's it going, Smooshy? Alright, Zemri's burning the bodies. Leave no evidence. No, Zemri! Stop burning the drugs! Oh wait, you're not burning drugs. You're just getting high as a kite. That's fair. I was like, Zemri's going to grab a joint and start burning our drugs. Please no. They need those. It's recreational. It's fine. They're not hurting anybody. Okay. We're doing okay here. Can't really do much in the way of lighting down here because these walls are not smoothened. They're busted. Rosa Sanctum slowly coming together. Obviously still have to... I don't want to give him too many mining jobs right now because I want him to focus on this nonsense over here. I want him to get rid of all this. Look at all this wind. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just, you know, tap into that? Wind turbine. That's a lot of, yeah. Wind-powered electrical generator requires a large clear space in front and behind for optimal airflow. I'm assuming the space required for this is literally the blocks there, right? Anything in it, rocks, whatever, will just impede. They should learn from churros if they want to be if they want to be smooth. I agree. Alright, base coming over to work on that rock. Winding it be nice. Mira. Itori. You're not wrong. But yeah, obviously we landed and I didn't do a good enough job right away of getting our resources set up. Oopsies. But trying to provide for 27 colonists is a lot. So we're getting there. We're doing okay. What if we provoked the void in the middle of this snowstorm? What if? Can Wolfie stand? Wolfie can stand. I think we'd be okay. Alright, void provocation. Wolfie, once again, undefeated in regards to provoking the void. We'll bring Cub along this time. We'll bring Smooshy along. Iggy. And Cherulia. I feel like that was the plot of a movie or a game, provoking the unknown in the midst of a snowstorm. The Thing, man, that movie creeped me out as a kid, dude. I watched it as a child in the theaters. The original, that was not a movie for a child in the theaters, but I enjoyed it a lot. It was very good. What's that movie with the Thing in it? I think it's called the Thing. The Carpenter one is your favorite horror movie? The one I watched was the one with Kurt Russell in it. Dude, that one scene when they're all tied to the chairs. Dude, I haven't watched that movie in a very long time. We'll probably have to slap that into the thing. It's called That Over There. Uh-huh. That in the scene with the head sprouting legs, yeah, and fleeing, yeah, no, there's some scenes in there, all practical effects, beautifully done. That movie just went. Did I tell you what happened when I watched The Exorcist when I was at school and in the dorm? No, what happened? Varsity. I've never watched The Exorcist. I'm not religious by any capacity, but I was raised too Catholic to be able to watch The Exorcist. No, hombre, no se puede. That movie is the pinnacle of practical effects and environmental storytelling. They did a very good job with it. Like, Kurt Russell in the 80s there. Between that and Big Trouble in Little China. It was during Halloween and I had never seen it. When the movie ended, one of the dorm reps came bursting in, screaming and revving a fucking chainsaw. Oh my god. What the fuck, Varsity? I literally dove through an open window and ran for your life. I don't blame you. I mean, credit for setting it up, but damn. That's one of those memories that just... Alright, Wolfie, let's see what we got here. Alright, void provocation is complete. We can't do it for 5 more days. Wolfie has finished performing the void provocation ritual, sending out a psychic pulse that will attract entities. Prepare for what comes next. Again, we're looking for one specifically so we can finish off all the basic ones. We're looking for the Gore Hulk. I would like it though if I could only get one Gore Hulk, please. Just one. Just one. Where the adults were, I have no idea. See, I will never forget watching the first Saw movie at a church youth group lock-in. Oh my god. Well, I mean, you know. I mean, was there a lesson there? One Gore Hulk as a little tree. It's not gonna be one. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Okay. Well, as long as they don't come in from right here, we'll be okay. It could be anything. It could just be the Great Pall again. It could be nothing. Church group. Mm-hmm. The lesson was don't leave the college kids in charge. Apparently. Wait, is winter finally over? It's 12th of August. No, we're still full on winter here. I guess the church group wanted to play a game. Mm-hmm. August was your name back in uni? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Alright, let's put some of these beds in here. We're gonna have to do a much better job of planting our food. The animals have almost eaten all the hay, and yeah, gonna have to be on that more. On the bright side, though, we got vibes. It's a Gore Hulk. Wait, we mean Gore Hulk assault. A group of monstrous human-like abominations are attacking. Their bodies are ravaged by thick keratin. What? Excuse me? Oh my fucking god. Okay, it was nice having a colony. Jesus. That's... How many Gore Hulks are there? No, Flindorn's dead! I'm sure it'll be fine, right? No! No, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. They're currently eating bombs.
Goodbye, everyone.
No, listen, we're doing work. It's okay. Ever Baba. Everybody, just like my work here is done. Tuna hands, you can't even fight. You have tunas for hands. Oh my god. No, there's still more, by the way. Ruri, it wouldn't be mad if you kidnapped one of these and we studied it. Ruri's just gonna dip in there and snatch one of these Gore Hulks. Hey, Timberwolf 1 is pregnant? Congrats, thank you. Let me and you go fight that. Alright. Amy's in there fighting. Antonio, come here and back her up. Alright. Good job, Mimi. Antonio, eat that Gore Hulk. We can still capture that Gore Hulk. The second one. And then, you know. Why did Zabes... Oh, he brought a corpse over. Got it. Okay. Good job, Zabes, the scimitar cat. Are they all dead? No, there's still more Gore Hulks down here. They're just on fire. Dumbasses. I'm sorry. Alright. Mimi, I need you down here. Everybody else, please go back to the hospital from whence you came. Bay, I need you down here to just blast these dudes. What do you mean, pollution retaliation? A group of imps from or have arrived nearby. They're attacking to retaliate against you for dumping toxic waste outside your own colony. What the fuck? Oh my god. Never mind. We're back on. We're dead. That's a lot of imps. What the shit? There's 52 imps. How could I do this to myself? Okay. Yeah, no. Thank you for the videos again, Poppy.
Goodbye again, everyone.
Thank you for the biddies. Zemri, we need all of you back here. Listen, we're filtering them right through here. We're gonna lose. They're definitely gonna lose some of them for sure. How many are we gonna lose? I couldn't tell you. All right. Corey's got a shotgun. Oh!
And I...
Oh! Medic, thank you for those ID anti-grain warheads. Damn. Oh, what are you doing awake? Thank you very much for the resub. Damn, look, there's only 2 left. That killed 49 of them. Medic sends her regards. Jesus. Listen, never underestimate ID anti-grain warheads. The game could do the funniest shit right now and send the Great Paul, and I will have over 100 shamblers just out here shambling at me. Alright, let's send everybody. Alright, y'all did good. Good job. Good job. Pats on the butt. But, oh, thank you very much, dude. Stress of everything going on doesn't help with sleeping. Fair. Absolutely valid. I trust me, I get that. But thank you for that resub. Thank you for those 11 months. Thank you for the 5-month stream. Let me know if you'd like to vote for our cooking stream. It is ! Toppings. That'll bring up a list of what we're doing in June. But it's good to see you. Sir, what have you done? I didn't do anything. You provoked the Void Wolfie. What did you do? You summoned all these Gore Hulks, by the way. And then, apparently, those imps got mad because I bombarded them with all my toxic waste. They've never done that before, by the way. And they just, got mad at me and attacked me with 52 imps. It's so over. We're so back. It's so over. We're so back. We're so back. We are. Yeah, Medic is very smart sometimes. Absolutely brilliant. It can kill a couple of things, but it be like that sometimes. We can now research bliss lobotomies. And by the way, we did get the last one, so all basic anomalies have been ID'd. Good job, chat. There you go. What Cub did. We're making hot noodle dishes and cold noodle dishes for June. Was your leg ever installed? Let's find out. No. Not yet. Skill trainer melee for Cub. Let's go. That was... Damn. I completely forgot about the ID anti-grain warhead. Thank you for the healing nanites, chat. No! The Zabe's turkey has perished. Thanks to the nanites. ID anti-grain warhead trap. Medic, you're a saint. We will put these back here again. They were not in good spots. Oh, but look, they got barbecued. They're all dead. The corpses are completely gone from the explosion. Jesus. Well, I mean, that is one way to end the stream for the week. But yeah. So, just tell me what you want and I'll add it myself. Just let me know what you want. And I will... We ain't that advanced heroes. I'm over here, gotta type it myself by hand, so... but yeah, like I said, if you're not already following Kawi333, I don't think I can do another shout out because I was a dingus and I did it too early. Yeah, I gotta wait 30 minutes. If you're not following Kawi333, then the chat should be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern with a... It starts with the letter C. Crash Course. Hot Nudes. Listen, Hot Nudes are my favorite. Thank you very much. Crosscode. That was close. That wasn't close. But Mimi will be live at 3 p.m. Eastern. I won't be here because tomorrow's my one day off for the week. So you can come back on Sunday where we'll be doing Final Fantasy 14. We're going to be doing Unreal Shinryu. I need to type up the message in Unreal about starting up 15 minutes late because thing. So I'll have to type that up. And then maps, Shinryu and maps. So we're gonna fuck it up. We're gonna do a lot of good stuff in 14. Hopefully you'll join us for that. And if you're not already following, again, nope. There, you can also follow Allie, who's gonna be doing Endwalker tomorrow. She's gonna be streaming on Saturdays and Sundays. You can come hang out. No spoilers, obviously. Just starting off Endwalker, first time playthrough. So you can come on over and hang out. I'll be there as well. But yeah, come over to Mimi's tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do stuff and things. Man, my list is fucking long. Damn, there's a lot of people on. Jill's live with some Conan Exiles. Josh Car's live with some DJing. I'm going to say hi to that nerd smoosher. Babe Barberley is live with some Ghost of Tsushima. Cleo Berry is live with Rating in 14, as is Shadow Wolf 252. And Koyanagi is live with Baldur's Gate 3, which is currently the 5.5e rules for the patch that just came out. But thank you for another week. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for your time. Mods, thank you for modding. Chatters, thank you for chatting. And lurkers, as always, thank you very much for lurking. Thank you for hanging out. If you're new here today, we do RimWorld every Friday with Rim Connect, so hopefully you can come on back and join us for that. Bye, YouTube. By the way, I'm sorry, YouTube.